Hey Clashers, how to beat the impossible challenge. And since this challenge is so hard, I will show you a 3-star and a 2-star method, because 2 stars are already enough to complete the reward list. But I will show you as well how to 3-star it, and I really want to know who was able to 3-star this challenge in the comments, because I think that is quite impressive if you were able to complete it. Let's start things off with a 3-star attack. First things first, you have to trigger some traps early on. So what you're doing is 1 minion at the bottom side, barbarians to trigger giant bombs early on, and use the earthquakes to set up your hero equipment. 1 earthquake around the clan castle, 2 around the expo and inferno section. Next thing, invisibility spells, to make sure that the fireball is directly going onto the monolith in front of that clan castle. With the recall spell, we can then redeploy the warden and make sure that we're starting with the warden walk. As this is happening, we're doing an entire dive with event troops from this top side. The goal on this one is to get those 2 balloons on top of those scatter shots, so they can then take those out without anything around it can like fire back. As this is happening, we're doing the warden charge into the monolith and the scatter, using Barbarian to trigger the spring trap and an ice golem to distract the defenses and make sure that we only have to invest 2 invisibility spells. As this is happening, then we're getting ready to deploy the Barbarian King, because with another invisibility spell we're redirecting the spiky ball that all of those key defenses are gone on the left side. Now we need to spend most of our troops to get into the core and take down the town hall. For that, we need to make sure that we're deploying the headhunters, the supportive troops, and everything in the right location to then push into the core. But there's one big problem. We need to push our troops into the town hall because we have no wall breaks left. We're doing that with a rage spell and some barbarian kickers. Be careful that you deploy them correctly, because there are some spring traps, so you need to make sure that you're not triggering them by accident, because we have no barbarians left which want to invest there to trigger the traps. Instead, get them right, take down 2 inferno towers, 1 monolith, and a scatter shot. With that, the pathing into the core is set up. The super minions, the troops, the heroes, everything has to go into the core now, and as this is then happening, we're starting with the royal champion on the far right side. In this attack, things went even wrong. What does this mean? The 1 balloon onto the scatter shot did not take down the scatter shot. So, even with things going wrong, you can still accomplish that 3-star, because by now, the town hall is nearly gone, the royal champion getting the entire Tesla farm, and this means it is going to be a 3-star. With around 20 seconds left, and with the swag queen ability. So I'm pretty sure that you can actually speed this attack even up, so you are really high up in those rankings. I'm looking forward to see then the final results of who's actually completing the challenge the fastest, and that's going to be really impressive. So let me know who of you were able to complete the challenge with this guide to get 3 stars. You were not able to do it? Don't worry. 2 stars is already enough to get all of those rewards unlocked in the Haaland challenge overview. That's what we're going to take a look at the 2-star method right next. So let's do it, because the 2-star method is, let's say, more calm. Nothing too many multitasking locations, everything. So we concentrate on the rage thing first. Since we're not about 3 stars, we can now invest a couple of barbarians to trigger that spring trap, which we had to avoid earlier. Spring trap is triggered, now we can deploy the rage, and then deploy 4 the barbarian kickers. Always make sure that you're targeting the right buildings though, so don't deploy all 4 at the same time. You want to take down the 2 inferno towers, then the monolith, and then the scatter shot. Make sure you deploy them correctly, so the event kickers are not going for the expo, which is on the far right side. So you have to make sure that you're deploying them not too far on the right. Next thing, Barbarian King and 1 Barbarian to trigger the left Tesla, and then add 2 Headhunters to take down the defending Kings at the bottom side. You want to take down all of those defenses and buildings with the spiky ball as soon as that expo on the outside is going down. With the defending Kings going down, you're just going to recall your King with the 2 Headhunters, and that's already looking good. Next thing is going to be 2 of those event kickers, take down the expo, setting up a pathing, setting up a funnel. 1 earthquake to damage those defenses, then the giant thrower to take down Tesla, already deal damage to the inferno tower, with one follow-up event kicker, which means that Inferno Tower is gone. Now you're using one of the giant throwers onto this Dark Elixir storage. Sorry for my voice. But then just put everything behind, which means the Ice Golems, King, Queen, Warden, everything in there. You can invest as well the Skeleton spell. Make sure that things are distracted. But do not use the event kickers because you want to snap the single Inferno Tower out on the left side. And the Royal Champion is going to deploy it separately to make sure that you're collecting a couple of percentages. Overall, with this attack, then you can use the Earthquakes to, well, just get the Town Hall already damaged. Use the Warden equipment to deal even more damage with Fireball. And at this point, you have 6 invisibility spells to swag. That's right, you don't need them really in this attack. You can use them if things in the middle go horribly wrong. You can use them to turn your super minions invisible to get the Town Hall. If the Town Hall's going down anyways by your heroes, as they're getting the Town Hall out right now for me, just use it for the Royal Champion if you want to. You can get some more percentages, but in the end, all you need is the 2-star Town Hall and 50%. This is what matters for you to unlock all of those different rewards, because you do not need to 3-star this challenge if you were able to 3-star all of the other challenges which we already had, which were by far not as hard as this one. The name Impossible Challenge is there for a reason, so it is not an easy challenge whatsoever, and even the 2-star can be tricky if you don't use this method. I was able to swag a ton of spells now with really easily securing that Town Hall, and just the setup, just the funnel, just the idea of this approach, I think is just super straightforward, and you should get that 2nd star every single time. The 3rd star is way more challenging, but as I said, I would love to know who was able to complete it. And with that, we have all of those different challenges done. But there is, with a lot of different challenges, always the, like on top, the cherry, if you want to put it that way, the gems. That's right. There was always some crazy madness going on with players going insane with those different challenges and records and everything. And I would try to showcase to you all of those winning replays. I would try to get them so I can show them to you, because Supercell won't give those gems to cheaters, to whatever. And we will take a look at those attacks as well, so we can take a guess if actually it was legit, because I'm pretty sure there won't be any cheaters then in the final rankings. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to see what is possible in the Impossible Challenge when it comes down to swagging, 3-starring, whatever. But as I said already, with the accomplishment of getting 2 stars versus the Impossible Challenge, which I hope every one of you were able to do, you can then climb all of those different rewards, because you need a total of 35 stars, which you have exactly if you 3-star every challenge except the impossible one. That is a 2-star challenge for sure. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope those guides which I have uploaded over the last couple of weeks were helpful for you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next video. Until then, see ya, and bye-bye.